Hello dear Ronins, welcome to Ronin Hood. Today it will be the review about the red custom from Murasame. So I have made this koshirae with the brand Murasame. There is a French brand and it's made in China. So you can find this koshirae Shinken on their online shop on katanasamurai.com. It's 649 euros, so 649 euros. And now the unboxing. So the red is a choice with their possibility of items, different options and different koshirae available on their website. I wanted to make something new with a more flashy color like this red. It's between wine and red, so I think it's kind of really fancy, and we will see in detail how it looks closer, but you can see here the large view what it looks like with this red custom that I made with Murasame. It's a BOHI sword, and I really like the saya with the same on the saya with the black effect on the same kuro. So it's a BOHI sword and you have 3 tones, black, gold and red. So 3 colors. My advice is always just maximum 3 different colors. So it's 1095 carbon steel, one of my favorite, or with T10, and it's a BOHI, so it's light. The weight is 960 grams without saya, so it's pretty light, under than 1000 grams, so 1 kilo. It's a shinogi zukuri as always, most of the time, and you can see here with a low shinogi suji and with a narrow shinogi suji and with the shape of inariku kareru. Most of the time, if you want something light, is iraniku kareru. And this is yorimune, like 95% of the time or 98% of the time, yorimune. Point of balance is 14.3 centimeters from the tsuba. And here you can see all the pieces, kashira and ito synthetical silk with ishigami. Really fancy. The samegawa, black samegawa, it's a real ray skin. I like this new model, new koshirae, menuki with gold tones, like some plants of a tree, mekugi. They are really clean. Nothing moved during more than 2 years of practice with it. It was really tight on the ito. And the fushi with these sophisticated motifs with gold on black tones. And the tsuba 7.2 on 7.6, the sepa, gold tones, it's brass, abaki, brass abaki with gold tones, and I think it's like really beautiful. Motohaba is 3.06 centimeters, motokasene 6.7 millimeters, sakihaba 2.15 centimeters, sakikasene 5.8 millimeters, shukisaki, medium kisaki. And it's a suguha amon, pretty much visible, and I like it. I really like it. I like the sober suguha amon. So the sori is 1.8 centimeters and nagasa 70.7 centimeters. It's really close from the perfect measurements for my size, exception made. that the tsuka is 27.6 centimeters instead of 24.2 centimeters. The tsuka shape is aishi. The tsuka wrap is katatemaki, thickness 2.15 to 2.82. Its edge is very sharp. I like this kind of view where you can see the iraniku kareu shape of the blade. Kurigata shitodome, really beautiful, really safe because you have buffalo horn everywhere on the koiguchi. Koiguchi is really clean, really nice with the same on the saya, with the black same. It's really beautiful. Really clean koiguchi. It's secured because you have the buffalo horn, the same on the kojiri. So it's really important if you practice nuki-uchi. So that's a really beautiful and safe saya type Same Kuroro. Sageo synthetical polyester and Shinonome katana cover. As always, nice Shinonome with Murasame. Okay, now all the measurements. Nagasa 70.7 centimeters, carbon steel 1095, weight 960 grams, point of balance from the Tsuba 14.3 centimeters, Motohaba 3.06, Sakihaba 2.15, and now paper bottle indoor test. So of course it's perfectly working on hard plastic with Kesagiri. So I recommend you, if you follow my method of Tameshigiri that I have created, available on Teachable, you will see the link. Always use hard plastic, is really more easy for practicing you angles, posture, and slice motion. So here with kata, Toyamariyu kata, practicing inside. The 8th one. And freestyle or basic cuts. Gyaku kesa, drawing cut and regular cut. Now from a stance, making kesagiri with paper. It looks easy. Now making the first kata of Toyamariyu with the second cut on paper, then the second kata, the third one, and a gyaku kesa with paper. A really difficult cut. It looks easy, but it's really difficult with paper. The same on gyaku on the opposite side, and from aso no kamae, mako, gyaku kesa. So the feeling with the saya is really great. Now it was suihei and then mako, cutting paper from a stand-up position and drawing cut and regular cut. So the feeling is good with the saya. The feeling is good with the shinken. Exception made that the tsuka is really less practical for my size than with the white bohi that was perfect. So it was perfect in matter of width, thickness, and length. Here it's a little bit less comfortable because a little bit less thick. It's too thin for me in my hands, I feel it, and too long. So mako, really clean. Mako again. Suihei and mako, it's kind of mako, and a strike for finishing the last piece of paper in seiza position. The weight balance, the weight distribution, so the balance of the blade is really smooth. It's really appreciable now what's happening with omote. So I feel the blade is kind of a little bit too light when it's getting into the omote. So I have to give more power to transfer more weight of my body into the motion cut. So that was my first feeling. I have to give an extra power that I didn't have to give with the white bohi from Art Katana, the custom, the previous episode. So one mistake for the moment. And second mistake, I feel it missed some weight into the cut, so I have to give extra weight on the two ones. And now on the second try, I'm making Mizugaeshi. So Kawasemi, first try, and it's not a success. So now I try Mizugaeshi for a second try, extra power, and it's doing the job. So this extra power with the heat of the forest is taking me so much energy, but I'm doing it. Now it's Nukiechi exercise and a wrong motion cut. One more time, Nukiechi of Gyaku Kesa, and a wrong angle on Kesa, but it was okay, it has cut. And I finish with Nukiechi of Suihei. The feeling of the drawing cut is really great by the quality of the saya, but the weight distribution and the leverage effect of a too long tsuka change so much the quality of the practice. Here on Ushiro Mizugaeshi, it was unsuccessful. Now with Niten, this really second wrong cut where the omote is moving away. So I give extra focusness, extra power. Okay, it's pretty well working with the silver black wakizashi made with Art Katana, and I'm finishing this Niten drawing cut 5 combo. So this extra power is asking me so much energy, but I'm doing it because the blade needed to go through the omote. It's interesting to think that more your tsuka length is important, less leverage effect you have combined with the weight distribution of your blade. So having, when you make the handling too, with close, narrow handling, it's not interesting to have too long tsuka. So I recommend with narrow grip to have a short tsuka of just your size, following the Tozando guide size of Tozando, for example. For me, it should be 24.2 centimeters, for example, instead of 27.6, if I'm remembering correctly. But everything was pretty well working with Niten. That means that this blade can make the job, even cutting with one head. And I was satisfied to finish with all the Niten cuts correctly. They were pretty good. Even on this one that is really difficult. Kind of Niten Mizugaeshi. And now the minor cuts. Nukiuchi Suihei was working. Now Sunburn Me. And it was pretty well working too, with the Tsuki and the Kesagiri. It's really nice to practice the Toyama-ryu kata with application with a Tameshigiri cut to check if your power and your posture are correct, in my opinion. Nihon Me, kind of. And Nukiuchi of Suihei, it was clean, efficient and smooth, even with different type of omote. That's it for the Tameshigiri practice with the red custom from Murasame. So now the points, I had 8 omote, so 5 points if we count the easy way, so it makes 6.25 on 10, all points included. So the medium way to check is no second try bonus cutting points, so it should be 1 on 10. So that would be not so great, so my performance was not so great in comparison, for example, with the white BOHI from Art Katana that I made with Art Katana. So the measurements and the thickness and width and length of the tsuka are kind of the explanation of the big difference of my accuracy and performance with it. However, it made the job even with extra power on Niten, so I think it's a good news for the evaluation of the Shinken, and for me I have to improve because it should be a bit better than this on medium score. So now the tsuka maneuverability shape, it's kind of a 9 potentially, even it was not fitting to my hands. The size I put 7, grip 7, sturdiness material 8, safety 8, design 8, quality material 7, weight 9, healthy for joint wins I put 8, maneuverability 8, good value for money 8, blade weight transfer Nagasa I put 9, steel 9, sharpness 8, weight 10, geometry 8, weight distribution balance 8, sturdiness 8, almond 7, curve 7, good value for money 8. Because of Niten Ichiryu was pretty well working, I put 8, but if it was not, I should put 7 on 10 for all the score, Saya, Tsuka and Blade. Saya, it was 9 on 10 for safety, grip 8, sturdiness material 8, design 8, quality material 8, weight 8, good value for money 8. So I'm pretty happy to have made something that I think is beautiful and useful, even extra power, with Murasame, and I'm glad they give me trust for making this beautiful sword. It's practical, 8 on 10, Tameshigiri note 8, batto-do note 8, Niten note 8, good value for money, 8 on 10. So it's a good news. This is my second custom where I make the design with their Koshirae options available on their website. So I like this kind of partnership and to create something that is a new for Ronin hood with something that is aesthetical, can be beautiful, a little bit sophisticated and kind of new with a new design, then can be appreciated by collectors, collectioners and person who appreciate the aesthetical aspect, and it's also functional and practical. So I'm happy for that. I wish you to stay focused, peaceful mind and body healthy, and see you soon on the next episode on Ronin Hood.